Big. Well, we suspected Rose was deaf, so we did some research and we found out it's not uncommon that sows are deaf. Pig. I don't think Rose can hear very well at all.
Oh, she finally made it.
Since the person that was going to take these last two piglets is not able to now, we need to find good homes for these last two that are left here. If you're interested in Rose or Neville, click on the link in the description, and you have to live in Arizona for it to work.
And this little piglet is here to stay.
Yeah, we're keeping this one.
Pig. Doris and Tilly have been milking great, but Willow, since she's a first timer, has been kicking a little at the stand.
Kevin, do you want to milk Willow?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, go. She has big teeth, so you can do it.
Oh yeah, let's see this.
I don't know why we're giving him the hardest job
Oh, is this
of all.
Because none of us want to do it.
You got it? You gotta do both.
Oh my word.
Oh my gosh, Kevin. Oh! Okay, I'll do it. That's a good amount of milk, Kevin.
It would only take an hour at this rate. Feel that crap, you guys go so fast.
I'm gonna leave more for her babies, okay? All right, we figured out that you have to continuously milk Willow. And if you stop, then she'll start to kick. So, fun stuff with first fresheners. Right, kids?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that the goats can be out in the pasture, we're just gonna let them out here and let them find their mamas and spend the day out here. There you go, Tatum. Tatum found her mama. These three. You gotta go over to the feeder, that's where Willow is. This guy's gonna eat his breakfast. There you go. Hurry. Oh, you gotta put Winnie on first. Yeah, take one of the boys away for a second. We gotta give him turns. Willow, you're such a good mama. He doesn't know why you're holding him, not letting him eat. Okay, go ahead and switch. Willow is not as an attentive mom as Penny was. It could just be that it's her first time though, and she's got 3, that's a lot.
Yeah, she has 3, that is a lot.
Yeah, that makes it harder. She doesn't really know that she has only 2 teeth. I think she thinks she has 3, and that when they eat, they're eating from all 3. She doesn't realize she has to stand for 2 milkings, or 2 nursings. You know what I mean? She has to stand there and wait because that 3rd one has to eat. So we kind of have to hold Willow down for that 3rd feeding. Then throughout the day, they're fine because they all eat at different times throughout the day, and she stops and feeds them. Poor kitties have been locked up.
They're in their own quarantine.
We're just waiting for the corn to get big enough in the garden so that they won't eat it. We might have to put a motion sprinkler in there so they stay away.
Yeah?
Yeah, Dad and I think we're gonna set something like that up because they definitely want to be out. Huh?
They're doing okay. They got their tower, they got water, everything is perfect in here. Should probably come give them a good brushing.
Yeah.
Really thick toes.
Yeah, she does. Oh, Pepper's sweet.
They all like to be held a different way.
Mm-hmm.
What the garbage, goats?
They're just doomed to get in this feeder, Kevin.
It's just like a swing now. It's a hammock, a very comfortable hammock.
Oh well, just gonna have to deal with it.
All right, we gotta design something better.
Look, I did a special container just for Luna. Luna and Penny. But right now, just Luna. Don't let anybody eat it, Luna. It's just for you. She's gonna let people eat it. We always laugh at Tilly's little bleat because it's like
She sticks out her tongue when she does it. She's so weird.
Now that it's hot, do you have to water your pigs?
Watering the pigs. Here's the swimming pool. We'll come out of the swimming pool. Stay in the
Look at little Rose over there.
Ah, that's a good pool. This pool stays shaded almost all day long, so nice place to swim. So Hermione's not here because we separated them for a few days here just so she'll wean them, because she just keeps feeding them, you know, as they get bigger, and they're really hurting her because they
have teeth.
They have teeth, and so separating them so that she can wean them, her milk will
Dry up.
completely.
Yeah. We thought all the pigs would be gone by now, but...
Yeah.
Well guys, I was worried about this teepoo tree because it lost a lot of leaves, but apparently that is what they do every winter, and it's coming back strong. It's weird because it's supposed to be an evergreen, but it still loses a bunch of its leaves all at the same time, so it doesn't really make sense, but I'm just glad that it didn't die in here.
This is the weird chicken.
Ethan, people say that you're a Disney princess since birds flock to you all the time.
Nope, not a Disney princess.
Well guys, they like the nesting boxes. Whoa, Kevin. This is fancy.
Forgive the crudeness of the model.
Wait. Are those my sunglasses?
Yes.
Okay, they look great.
Good. This was just scrap wood just to see what the concept would be.
Okay.
Concept is have it flat so that everything falls in a small area, because you can't have a big area for little goats to go.
So this is your plan to keep all the baby goats out?
This is the first iteration. We'll see.
Okay.
I have different ideas to maybe make a sloped one or something. We'll see if babies try to lay in this. But
They might
this
try to lay in
way,
that.
the mamas can't rub their butts and poop in it because I put this wire here. So hopefully they'll just eat, it falls in here, they eat some more, and no babies try to lay in it because it's so small.
Okay.
And they don't poop in it because this wire's here.
Okay.
But we'll see. I don't know. This is just the first iteration.
As you guys know, my mom has an obsession. She has spent practically all of her life trying to find the perfect goat collar. Before my mom had all of her kids, I mean goat kids, she had a lot of time on her hands, and she devoted that time to making goat collars. Leather goat collars. That's right guys, she bought real leather, got a kit, and watched all of the YouTube tutorials she could find. She hand stitched them and she stamped their very goat names on those collars. And as crazy as my mom is, she sure is ambitious. Here's what happened when we tried to put the collars on the actual goats.
Since we're so bored because these goats are like never gonna have their babies, we decided to make brand new collars for them. Well, I decided. So let me show you what I came up with. So I took a piece of leather and then I sewed a piece of like this kind of industrial elastic on it so that they can still slip out of them if they need to, if they get them caught somewhere. And then I just kind of covered the stitching like this so they don't get rubbed off, and that's it. Okay family, so I made them out of real leather.
It looks so good.
With a really nice stretchy thing on it. And I even stamped their names on them.
Yes.
But the only thing is that I messed up on Stella's. Well, we're gonna leave it.
She's a little backwards anyway.
Yeah, she's a little kind of. Now, it'll be tight over her head, but she has a really skinny neck. Get it, get it.
There you go.
Yay! That's perfect, Luna.
says that you're Luna.
Is it okay just like that?
Yeah. All right, next one. Stella.
Question, is it this way or this way?
Like, so the name facing us, you can read it, right?
I don't care. Yeah, let's just go with that.
Okay.
Stella's collar. Okay, take off that chain.
Get that ugly chain
Get
out
that
of here,
chain
Doris.
off there. All right, here we go.
Okay, Doris.
There you go, Doris.
Oh, she's
Stretchy,
so
stretchy.
good.
I know, she doesn't bite us at all. Look at that, so pretty. Ooh, let's do Willow. Come here, Willow. You're not gonna have babies, so you get a new collar.
What is this garbage?
Look at that one.
Wearing? Ugh.
Wow, that's crazy. The old ones I made out of a faux leather, and then these ones are real leather. Okay, be nice, Willow. Pass.
Gotta hold their face in place for me. Okay.
There we go. That looks so good. All right, next one up is Tilly and Fern.
Just around the nose.
Oh, you got some hay in there.
I forgot to take off her old collar.
Okay, take that one off of it. Penny's the hardest one to wrangle. Does not want to be held. She wants to be free. Last one.
Right, Fern.
There we go.
The DaNelle DIY.
Yeah, they've all got pretty collars on. Look at that. They look tight, but they're not tight. They've got tons of space in them. It's just their hair sticks out. All right, we found something to occupy a little bit of our day as we wait for baby goats.
So here we are, 2 months later, and these fancy collars have tried their best to work, but unfortunately, they just didn't work that good.
They
just flip inside out, and I don't get it.
Well, and they totally rubbed off their names.
Oh my word, Luna, what have you been doing?
They've totally stretched them out, and they've like bleached in the sun. All that work, Lydia.
Gone to waste.
Should I just admit defeat and get regular collars?
I don't know anymore. Probably.
What do you think, Luna? Are you so proud of yourself? This was actually such a good idea. Look how many he's caught. All these mulberries. That's cool. Mulberries are only ripe when they get really dark purple or black, and then they get so ripe, loose, that they fall off. The problem is you lose a lot to the ground. Those of you that grew up with mulberry trees know what I'm talking about, because you would run and play around the mulberry tree and then your feet would be stained or your shoes would be stained because they all fall on the ground. Let's see how many he got. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good for just a
Wow, that would take you like a good 10-15 minutes to pick all of those.
I would.
That's such a good idea.
And they're the sweetest ones. Sometimes we pick ones that aren't sweet.
Yep. Oh, those are so good. I purchased my first dwarf mulberry tree about 4 years ago, and since then I've fallen in love with the flavor of the berries. They taste way different than regular sized mulberries. They have more of a tart flavor, which is what I love, because you've got the sweet and then you've got the tart. And so it tastes really similar to like a strawberry. So this year I bought 6 more trees, and they grow amazing here in the Southwest. I didn't have to fertilize it or worry about it. I just gave it water. So we're gonna have a lot of mulberries in the coming years, but it's the one berry that you can grow really well here in Arizona besides blackberries. But blackberries have seeds in them, whereas mulberries don't. My plan is to have a big mulberry orchard and then have people come by and pick them. Well guys, today we're gonna make something fun in the kitchen. And by fun, I mean I already tried this once and ruined it. So that's why the pot's dirty, and we're starting over. We're starting to get a good amount of milk from the goats, but not enough to really make a lot of different cheeses or butter. So today I'm gonna use a little bit and show you guys how I make a pudding. One of my dad's favorite treats is banana pudding, so we're gonna try it today. You start by mixing cornstarch and sugar in the pot. Then you add 3 eggs and mix that all together so it's well incorporated. You gotta do this first before you turn on the heat so that you don't get any lumps. Next, we turn on the heat, add the milk, and stir, 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 stir until this thickens up. Now you have to watch it and make sure that you don't heat the milk too high or cook the eggs. But if you stay on top of it, in about 10-15 minutes, you'll have a thick, luscious pudding. After it's all cooked, I add a little bit of butter and vanilla as well as banana extract. That's it, banana pudding. Just a fun little treat on a hot day. All right, do you think she'll let us clean up her area? So Ethan and I think that Kevin needs to have a prettier place, a more comfortable place for Kiwi out here. So we decided to add a little bit of nesting material and a little treat.
We have no idea if she's going to eat this watermelon, but I think she deserves a little bit of a treat.
From being out here in the heat. Kiwi is very picky. She won't do anything when we come out here. So hopefully she'll eat it up and next time we come out here it'll be gone.
Hey, how'd you get in here? We figured out that they're small enough that they can sneak places.
Dad's gonna hate that. Can you get out? Tatum? Oh no. Oh no! Come on, remember how you got in. All right, grab her head. Grab her head and I'll grab her leg. Okay, other leg. There you go. Oh, that's tight.
That's too tight.
Is that how she got in? Tatum, is that how you got in?
Well, it is.
Oh, it's like birthing another baby goat.
Yep.
All right, guys, ready to start doing the buck area here and doing the fencing. First thing we did here is bring over some dirt. My neighbor helped me with this tractor and we made a pad where I'm gonna build the buck house. He's gonna have a cool little shelter here. So made it plenty high enough to be out of the irrigation and it's gonna be great. Then I'm gonna weld up the fence here and make a nice big area for him to hang out in. Next week is a big week. We're gonna decide which baby goats to keep, and Iverson the buck is gonna come here and visit our farm to breed with Fern and Stella.
Thanks for watching today's video. If you want to see when the pigs were born, click here.
Oh my garbage. Get off my fruit blankets.